At Otterbein, I'm Justin Jordan. On this show, a longtime professor's book collection is shared with the campus community.
And I'm Lilly in Wyngaarden. Also this week, get educated about the water crisis with Thirst Project Day. But first, we turn to Elijah Gonzalez in sports with news regarding Otterbein's wrestling program.
This week, Otterbein announced Brent Rastetter will be the new wrestling coach at Otterbein. After the wrestling program's 41-year absence from Otterbein, Coach Rastetter arrived after spending the past 12 years as the head coach at Lexington High School. David Kinder sat down with Coach Rastetter to talk about his new job.
We're joined here on OTV with the newest coach here on campus, Coach Brent Rastetter. Coach, thank you so much for joining us. Officially announced the new head coach of the new wrestling program this week ago. The wrestling program will start this upcoming fall, so you will be the first wrestling coach here at Otterbein since 1974. Coach, when did you find out that Otterbein was adding wrestling again?
I actually saw the press release back at the beginning of August. I came across it on the internet. I didn't think anything of it at that point in time, other than the fact that it was great that we were getting some more opportunities for the kids to get on the mat at the next level. And then I stumbled across the job on the internet, that it was being posted, and sat for a couple days thinking about whether or not I wanted to throw my hat into the ring, and I decided to do it, and here we sit.
You come to us from Lexington High School, where you spent 12 years as the head wrestling coach there. A whole lot of success, a lot of accomplishments. How hard was it to leave a place like that?
And I told the people back at Lexington, and I also told them here during the interview process, there were very few jobs that I would have left Lexington for. It was a great place. My wife teaches there. My kids go to school there. They've been very good to me, but this was an opportunity that I've kind of dreamed about. So I just couldn't pass up giving myself the chance to see if I could get the spot. And then once it was offered to me, it just felt like the right fit.
Lastly, Coach, on a little bit more of a personal level, we heard the story that your son, Caden, 15-year-old with cerebral palsy. We know he's been an incredible inspiration in your life. If you could just tell his story and what he's done for your coaching career.
Well, it's kind of looking back on it, it was a crazy time period in our life. My wife and I had Caden. He's 15 years old now. We'd already had our older son, Colin, who's 18. He's across town at Ohio Wesleyan right now as a freshman. And when Caden was 8 months old, he started having seizures, and he was diagnosed with infantile spasms. We found out that in womb, his white brain matter didn't develop. So, he's gone through a lot in his lifetime. And at that same time, I was also diagnosed with cancer. I went through Hodgkin's at the same time that, our boy was kind of going through all this stuff. So it was a rough time in our life, and it taught me a lot about myself, and it's been able to help me instill certain things in the wrestlers. And then seeing what this little guy has gone through, he's had, I've been in the hospital with him for 6-week stays at different times because he's had to battle through certain things, and he is just the toughest little guy that I've ever been around, because he gets through all this stuff, and he's still got a big smile on his face and a great laugh. He is nonverbal. He can't talk, but man, his laugh fills up the room. So that has been probably the greatest thing in my life as far as teaching me where my priorities are. So wrestling to me is what I love to do, but winning and losing is not going to define who I am or who any of the kids are that walk into the wrestling room. What I want them to do is walk out of here with a degree and be able to go on and use the life lessons that they've learned on the wrestling mat to help them get through any kind of obstacles, like the lessons that I learned in wrestling helped me do with Caden and with the cancer and the different obstacles that I've had to overcome.
What an inspirational story. Thank you so much, Coach. Welcome to Otterbein.
I'm happy to be here.
We look forward to covering your wrestling team throughout the years. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
It'll be definitely nice to have wrestling back after its long absence, and hopefully Coach Rastetter can bring the success that he had at Lexington High here at Otterbein.
I agree. I think it'll be nice to have another varsity sport here at Otterbein in the winter season. When Memorial Stadium's track and field were resurfaced, the visitor stands went into storage. At the September 23rd Planning Commission meeting, Otterbein's request to move the old seating to a new location behind the backstop at Fishball Field passed unanimously. This single large permanent stand will replace 3 smaller stands. The new arrangement is planned to be in place at Fishball Field for the 2016 season.
You have through Friday to view Nicholas Hill's sabbatical expedition in Miller Gallery. Circuitous Routes, the Dresden series, 1988-2015, reflects Hill's residencies and experiences in German city. Miller Gallery and the Department of Art's two other exposition spaces will showcase guest curator Sherman Hall's The Space Between, Kirk Magnus's and Eva Wong, and the art-inspired Beginning in mid-October. The expeditions explore the art of and new works responding to life partners Magnus and Kwong.
Longtime religion and philosophy professor Chuck Zimmerman's books are being made available to those who wish to have them. Zimmerman passed in May at the age of 68. The Otterbein community is invited to take a look at Zimmerman's collection on October 15th from 4 to 5 p.m. in Towers 320. The books range from church history, Native American spiritualities, and world religions. Viewers are invited to take any of the books in memory and commemoration of his 24 years of service to the university. All remaining books will be donated to the Otterbein Library. RSVP to Patty Welch or to make arrangements if you cannot attend during the rescheduled time.
1989 Otterbein graduate Leigh Ann Inskeep Simpson will have an artist reception at October 15th at 4 p.m. in the library's Becker Gallery. Inskeep Simpson received her BA in art education, and the reception will be the highlight of her latest painting series depicting the rolling hills of the farmland of Champaign County.
The Thirst Project educates and informs about the new water crisis. The Otterbein Bookstore and biology and earth science professor Kevin Spatana are doing their parts to spread the word about it. Learn more about the water crisis on October 16th in the Campus Center from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Attend a presentation in Science Room 104 at 5 p.m. As an incentive, the first 24 presentation attendees will get a free Thirst Project water bottle and a 20% off coupon for the bookstore.
If you're in need of a piano, Battelle Fine Arts Center is the place to be on October 18th. That's when the Department of Music will hold their annual piano sale. The sale is scheduled from noon until 5, and proceeds from the sale will benefit the Music Department loan program. Various types of pianos, like brand new, used, electric, and hybrid models will be available. You may also schedule a private appointment, including priority selection and special pricing for October 16th and 17th by calling the number listed below or by visiting OtterBeinPianoSale.com.
If you're looking to keep your brain healthy and active, then this week's Tech Time with Jay has the app for you with Elevate.
Oh, hey there guys, and welcome to this edition of Tech Time with Jay. I'm Jay Corbett, and today we're going to be taking a look at the app Elevate Brain Training. Elevate Brain Training looks to be a personalized brain training app that improves your skills, especially in the brain. So let's take a look at this app, shall we?
Elevate is a brain training program designed to improve focus, speaking skills, processing speed, memory, math skills, and more. Each person is provided with his or her own personalized training program that adjusts over time to maximize results. The more you train with Elevate, the more you'll improve critical cognitive skills that are proven to boost productivity, earning power, and self-confidence. Users who train at least 3 times per week have reported dramatic gains and increased confidence. Some of the features included in this app include 30+ games for critical cognitive skills like focus, memory, processing, math, precision, and comprehension. Detailed performance tracking, personalized daily workouts that include the skills you need most, adaptive difficulty progression to ensure your experience is challenging, workout calendar to help you track your streaks and stay motivated, and there's even more.
So guys, that is the app for you, Elevate Brain Training. Fun fact, it says Elevate's games are designed in collaboration with experts in neuroscience and cognitive learning and are based on extensive scientific research. Man, that's pretty intense for an app. So you can get it for free on either of your devices. This is Tech Time with Jay this week. You guys have a great week.
Next on This Week at Otterbein, the women's cross-country team makes school history at the All-Ohio Championships.
But first, here are some upcoming campus events to keep in mind when making your plans this week.
The women's cross-country team continued their winning ways on Friday at the All-Ohio Championships. For the first time in school history, the Cards took the Division III title against the 18 teams competing. Freshman Claire Lamb finished first out of 272 runners, outlasting the second-place runner by 7 seconds. Lamb won all 3 of her races this season. Lamb's effort also earned her OAC Runner of the Week for the second time. Senior Victoria Conkle and junior Jaleesa Poulier also had impressive showings. They finished 10th and 16th, respectively. Otterbein will next hit the course in the Jenna Strong Invitational at Wilmington on Friday, October 16th. The men's golf team finished their fall season on a successful note on the course this weekend by taking home the OAC Invitational title at the Colonial Golf Club. The Cardinals finished 3 strokes ahead of the second-place finishers Mount Union and Capital. Otterbein was led by David Monaco, who finished in 5th out of the 53-player field. Well, the Otterbein women's soccer team stayed unbeaten in conference with a 3-0 win against John Carroll on Wednesday night. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. It was in the 17th minute that Madison Birchfield found Polly Sellers at the top of the box. Sellers struck it with her right foot and was able to put it in the back of the net for the Cards, putting them up by a score of 1-0. Then Jillian Strimbu got a penalty kick after a handball inside the box for John Carroll. Strimbu was able to tuck it away in the near side corner for her first goal of the season for the Cardinals. Then in the second half, Megan McCabe finds Madison Birchfield on the header on the far post, and the Cardinals take the 3-0 lead and end up with the victory over John Carroll in the match. The Cards moved to 2-0 in the OAC and will face arch-rival Capital on Saturday in a battle of unbeatens in the OAC. The Cards and the Crusaders come in with identical records of 6-4 and 2-0 in conference. If you can't make it out to Bexley, you can listen to the game on WOBN 97.5. I'll have all the action for you from Bernlohr Stadium. The pregame show starts at 6:45 and kickoff is set for 7 p.m. The Cardinals men's soccer team had their winning streak snapped on Tuesday against John Carroll. The Blue Streaks took a 5-1 victory. Nate Norris scored the lone goal for Otterbein. The next time the Cards will take to the field is against the Capital Crusaders at Memorial Stadium. The kickoff is set for 1 p.m. from Westerville. The Otterbein football team traveled to Tiffin to take on Heidelberg in the Rhine River rivalry. The Cards fell 49-31. The Cardinals had a 21-19 lead with 1 minute and 35 seconds to go in the second quarter. However, Heidelberg scored a touchdown with 25 seconds to go in the half to take the lead and never looked back. Kevin Green and Julian Lowe were the bright spots for Otterbein. Green threw for over 300 yards, becoming the first Cardinal quarterback to do that since 2007. Julian Lowe came away with 2 receptions away from tying the school record. He totaled 14 receptions for over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. The next time Otterbein will hit the field is in Bexley to take on their longtime rival, the Capital Crusaders. If you can't make it out to Bexley, you can listen to the game on 97.5 WOBN. David Kinder and I will have all the action for you. Our pregame show begins at 12:30 and kickoff is scheduled for 1:30. So guys, it's definitely a weekend-packed action with some sports and going up against Capital. Hopefully Cardinals come out with the victory.
Yep, it's always nice to beat Capital every now and then.
It really is.
Yeah.
That's all for this week at Otterbein. Thanks for watching. You get it. We are the champions.